Okay, so we're just going to go through changing your baby's nappy. It's really easy. You're going to do it a couple of times and then feel quite confident, but just to give you a little bit of a head start. So I've got my baby here, I've got my nappy, and I'm going to use some cotton wool and water. So what I'm going to do first of all is just take the bottom part of this baby's clothing off. Hopefully that's all you're going to need to do. And then we've got a vest on here as well, so a good little tip, especially if you've got a pooey nappy, is to take the vest and just do it up over the shoulder of your baby, and that keeps the legs and everything of the sleep suit or the baby grip from getting into the dirty nappy. So now we're going to have a look and see what we're dealing with here. So when I open the nappy, if this is a little boy, what might happen is when you open the nappy, they do a wee on you, or on themselves actually as well. And it's the air on their willy which means that they have that reaction. So sometimes people keep a little muslin or something or cloth on the changing table so that you can take the nappy off and put the cloth over. Or what I used to do with my boys is just wait and see if they were going to wee, and then if they do, you can trap it back in the nappy. Once you've got that over with, then if they've done a poo, then you're just going to need to lift the legs up, just pop one finger in between the ankles, and as much as you can take the dirty nappy away. That can then be put to one side to put in the bin. And then we're going to clean the baby. So cotton wool and water, you're probably going to need several pieces. With a little girl, you always need to clean front to back. So make sure you use a separate piece of cotton wool for each wipe. And just being aware that sometimes the poo has gone all the way up the back, so you're probably going to need to lift the legs and make sure baby's bottom is clean, as well as in all the little creases and everything at the front. Once they're nice and clean, sometimes if you've used cotton wool and water, the nappy area is a little bit damp, so you can just pat dry with a cloth or with a piece of kitchen paper, and then you've got your clean nappy. So if you're using disposables, there should always be some sort of picture at the front and sticky tabs on the back. So we're going to lift baby's legs up with one hand, again finger in between the ankles, and slide that nappy up behind. Bring the front part around and then stick your tabs over and do up at the front. These re-seal plenty of time, so you've got lots of opportunity if it's not tight enough or too tight to adjust it. You should be able to get 2 fingers down the front, but it needs to be secure, so you can always lift your baby up if you just want to check, is it going to start falling down, or is it too loose at the back. Just run your finger around the leg of the nappy as well. Sometimes a little frilly bit here which can get stuck, and then you'll get leaks around the leg part of the nappy. And if it's a little boy, make sure the willy's pointing down, otherwise you'll get a leak at the top of the nappy there as well. And when they're very newborn, they're still going to have their cord stump healing, so whilst that's happening, that needs to be above rather than inside the nappy. So you can just fold the front part of the nappy over so that the cord is above rather than inside. And once you've got a nice clean dry baby there, you can just redress them. Obviously my baby lay lovely and still for that, but you might have a certain amount of wiggling. And it's a lovely opportunity actually to just chat with your baby whilst you're changing their nappy, make silly faces at them, funny noises, play with a toy. You know, as they get older, they might want to hold a rattle or something in their hands to keep them distracted. But for newborns, they generally enjoy having their nappy changed, and it's quite a nice opportunity to have some time with your baby. So there you go, nappy done.